Welcome to the explainer. We're going to take what is, let's be honest, usually a really tedious task and turn it into one of your most powerful recruitment tools. We're going to break down exactly how you can write a job description that doesn't just, fill a seat, but actually attracts the perfect person for the role. All right, let's just dive right in with a question I'm sure a lot of you have wrestled with. You post a job, right? The applications start flooding in, but they're just not the right fit. So why does this keep happening? Well, the answer usually hides in the very first thing a candidate ever sees. And this right here, this perfectly captures the problem. On one side, you've got this super vague, responsible for social media. I mean, what does that even mean? It just brings in a messy, unfocused pile of applications. But then, look at the other side. Develop and execute a strategy to increase engagement by 25%. Now that is specific, it's action-oriented, it's got a clear goal. That's the kind of thing that attracts someone who knows exactly what they're getting into and is ready for the challenge. That's the huge shift we're talking about. So, how do we get you there? Well, we've mapped it all out. First, we'll talk about the job description as a marketing ad. Then, we'll cover the foundation for success. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of building it, its core components. Then we'll see how to take it from good to great. And finally, we'll wrap up with the final golden rules. Okay, first step. This is probably the single most important mindset shift you can make. Your job description, it's not a chore, it's a marketing ad. Yeah, here's the bottom line. You have got to stop thinking of this as some dry internal HR document. It's not. It is your #1 advertisement out there in the talent market. This is your first and maybe only chance to sell the role, the team, and your entire company to that dream candidate long before you ever even get on a call with them. Okay, so if we're thinking like marketers now, what are we actually trying to do here? What are the core goals? Well, a great job description is really a strategic tool. Its true purpose is this really fine-tuned blend of three things. First, it's marketing. You got to attract the right people. Second, it's about providing crystal clear information so they actually get what the role is about. And third, it's about filtering so you're not wasting your time or theirs on people who aren't a good fit. Think of it like your company's very first handshake. And what's so interesting here is the balance, right? You see how attracting the right talent and informing them accurately are weighted equally, 40% each? You absolutely can't have one without the other. And that other 20%? The part for filtering out unsuitable fits? That might seem small, but that is the magic ingredient right there. It's what saves you countless hours by getting the wrong candidates to just opt out on their own. All right, time to get practical. Let's actually build one of these things from the ground up. Here's the blueprint you're going to want to follow. These 4 things right here, they're the absolute pillars of a great job description. I mean, if you get these right, you are 90% of the way there. Think about it. A compelling, searchable title gets you found. An engaging summary makes them want to keep reading. Action-oriented responsibilities tell them what they'll achieve. And clear qualifications make sure the right people are applying. Okay, let's zoom in on that responsibilities section for a second. There is one secret weapon that totally separates a meh job description from a great one, and that is using powerful action verbs. This is, hands down, where most job descriptions just completely fall flat with boring passive language. And here's exactly what I mean. Look at the difference. Instead of something weak like responsible for reports, you say analyzes data and generates weekly performance reports. See how much better that is? Instead of involvement in projects, you say manages project timelines from conception to completion. It's all about shifting from just listing a boring duty to describing real, tangible impact. Okay, we've got the basics down, and that will definitely get you some good candidates. But if you want to attract the best talent, the people who have options, we need to add another layer. This is where we go from good to great. And here's why. Top candidates, they aren't just looking for a job. They're joining a company. They're choosing a culture. So you're not just selling a list of tasks. You're selling an experience. Your job description has to tell a story about your mission, your values, and what it's actually like to work there. You have to ask yourself, why would someone amazing choose to spend their time and their talent with us? And a huge part of telling that story is using inclusive language. Seriously, things like Code Ninja or Sales Rockstar can actually turn off really great candidates. Obvious stuff like gendered pronouns are a definite no-go. But even a seemingly innocent phrase like must be a strong culture fit can be a red flag for bias. Instead, just talk about the values you care about, like collaboration or continuous learning. It just opens the door to a much wider, more diverse talent pool and shows you're a place that's actually thought about this stuff. All right, that brings us to the home stretch. Let's boil everything we've talked about down into a few simple golden rules that you can start using immediately. Honestly, just keep these 4 rules handy every single time you write a job description. First, write for your ideal candidate. Speak their language. Second, be specific and focus on the results. Show the impact they'll have. Third, and this is a big one, proofread it and then have someone else proofread it. Typos just look unprofessional. And finally, remember to sell the opportunity, not just the job. What's in it for them? Nail these 4 and you're going to see a huge improvement. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Your job description isn't just an administrative form. It's a story, and it's a huge opportunity. So after today, what story is your next job description going to tell about your company? Is it going to be another bland list of duties? Or is it going to be a compelling invitation for someone amazing to come and join your mission? That choice is entirely up to you.